Hi, I'm Bex and this is Diary of a Dater, and today I've got a special guest.
Scott, hi.
This is Scott Simpson. You can follow him at ScottSimpson1985 on Insta. Give him a follow because he hasn't got many. Today we're going to be talking about unsolicited pics. So basically what that means is naked pictures either sent from a male to male, male to female, female to female or female to male. And we're going to go on to say why people do this. So basically we get them all the time, don't we, Scott?
Yes, occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yes.
How often do you get them? How often on your phone do you get a naked picture?
A fully naked one.
Fully naked, from head to toe naked.
Not that often. I would probably say maybe once every couple of weeks. But naughty pictures are quite a regular thing.
What are you saying is naughty? Like top half of the body,
bras, knickers.
Yeah.
Just general.
So like sexy pictures.
Yeah, like half naked, semi-naked, teasing pictures.
Excellent. So, how often's that? Once a week?
The naughty pictures can be daily, but the fully pictures, I'd say like every couple of weeks.
So on the build up to that, the naughty pictures, are you messaging? Are you exchanging text about stuff? Are you looking to date somebody, or do they just bam send you a naked picture?
Generally, yeah, it's like just exchanging chit chat.
Yeah.
I think sometimes one party can maybe be led down an alley as to what is happening with the situation.
Absolutely.
Thus then sends maybe some naughty pictures to try and get a further conversation going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously it'd be a little bit weird if people are just sending you crazy naughty pictures completely out of the blue. So there is a little bit of dialogue there.
Well, funny you should say that because people add me on Snapchat. Not you. Random people add me on Snapchat and then they'll send me a naked picture.
It's a good introduction. Not.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that because I get a picture of someone's anatomy, I look at it and think, oh my god, that's disgusting. Why are they sending me that? They could be like 90 for all I know because their face isn't on it.
This is true, and these objects that are being sent in the pictures are not the most attractive things, guys, to send. So
no.
My advice to you is don't.
Yeah, my advice to you is don't. Unless it's a like consensual relationship with somebody and that's what you do in sending these pictures to each other, then that's fine. But other than that, don't send them. I'm just going to show you some props because I have had pictures with things like this on it, and I am not kidding.
This is a cucumber.
This is an actual cucumber, but this was part of somebody's anatomy, and I would probably say it was that big on this picture as well. Wow. Honestly.
That could have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would have been. Another one. This is a bit of a bendy one, like the shape of it. I've had bent ones sent, and then I've had ones like this with like that are different, like really different.
That'd be
shape.
slightly worrying. It's got a really thick girth at the bottom. And still a thick girth at the top, but I mean that's a worrying object. I'll let you hold that.
Thanks so much. But the worst I had was one that looked like a Calippo. You know the like the what are they called? Ice lollies, whatever.
Cream,
yeah, one of them, and it was like that. So it was like thin at the bottom.
Like a rocket.
Yeah, okay. And like fat at the top. And I was sat in a conference and I had my WhatsApp on my screen and this person was messaging back and forth with each other, just normal day-to-day stuff. And then it was on my screen on the table so everybody could see it and I nearly fell through the floor. And they was like, oh my God, it looks like a Calippo. And I'm like, yeah, it does, yeah. So I quickly hid it, deleted it, blocked said person. But I just can't get my head around why people think it's okay just to send a picture like straight away out of the blue.
It's a little bit naughty, guys. I've got sort of a few theories on this, and I'm sure we'll get to the topics relating to this. But my theory on it really is that there's two reasons that you really send these types of pictures. One, it's because you're in that relationship and it's kind of an accepted thing to do. Or two, you're just looking to get one thing out of that relationship. And we both know what that is. Yeah.
And I think, do people send that picture to like gauge how the other person's going to react? Is that why people send them?
I mean, I think so, yeah. I think it's a sort of, right, okay, I clearly want one thing from this relationship that we have. Do you want the same? And I think that's them sort of asking the question without actually asking the question.
Yeah. Have you ever sent them, Scott?
I have. Slightly embarrassing. I mean,
It's not embarrassing though, is it? If
No,
you're in that
it's not.
situation where you're doing that.
It's kind of like, I'd say it's kind of like a socially accepted thing these days. You know, with the world that we live in, we're all a little bit more provocative than maybe what we was sort of like
and it's
10
easy,
years
isn't it,
ago.
with social media?
It's so easy. But I mean, I don't agree with sending them in certain situations, and I don't think I've ever sent a fully cucumbered picture. They're just generally a little bit of fun for me. But yeah, I have sent them, but for the right reasons.
And what response do you get from them when you send them?
Well, the reason that I've sent them, I've gained the right response, really. It's just generally two people who have... What I like to think about is, if you've seen that object that you're sending, that person's seen it.
What, the other person?
Yeah, then,
what, in real life?
Yes,
yeah.
Then I think it's acceptable to send it.
Yeah.
And if that person maybe don't want to receive it, then they will let you know. But if you're sending those pictures and you're getting a positive response for it, that's a kind of an okay to carry on.
Yeah.
But guys, if you're sending them and you're not getting a response, or they're opening your Snapchat or opening your message and you're not getting anything back, then don't send another.
No, because I'm not being funny, but when I've had them on Snapchat, I'm like, oh my God, because some people you don't know who it is, and they just send you this random picture. And I'm like, that is disgusting. We don't want to see this. We absolutely don't want to see it. Unless it's obviously from somebody that you are in a relationship with, or someone that you've got that banter with and that kind of flow with that person. Talking of Snapchat though, that came about in 2011, and I think that's made everything so much worse, because it's so easy to send something and then it just disappears. But it doesn't just disappear, and I'll tell you why. Because...
Okay, I'm keen to hear about this. Okay.
Yes, I bet you are. There are some smart people out there who wait, because when you get a picture on Snapchat, you get red for a video, purple for a picture, and then it's blue when it's a message. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
So you know if it's going to be a video or a picture. So you wait. When you get home, you get your iPad out.
It's not like you've done this before.
Well, don't send me pictures. Get your iPad out, and then you can video it off your phone on your iPad, or you can screenshot it, take a picture, and they none the wiser on what you can do with that picture. Exactly. So you don't know. And also storing pictures as well on phones and stuff, because like anybody can see them, and once somebody's got that image, you can't get rid of it. It's on the internet, could be anywhere. And have a photo vault or something like that to put me in. I bet Scott's got one. It's full.
I haven't got a photo vault.
Not?
No, I don't do that many pictures like that. I'm not the type of person. Come on, Becky, you must have me wrong for someone else.
Don't you ever take a really good picture of yourself though and think, I'm going to save that because it might come in handy, and then send it to somebody?
Yes.
And where do you keep that on your phone?
Just in my normal photos, because they don't contain any of these objects.
Right. So is it in underwear then?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So you wouldn't need a photo vault because it's just a standard picture.
Correct.
Okay. I'm looking at my notes again because I can't think what I'm saying. So there is, excuse me, there is something online where you can search and it tells you the best way and the best angles, best lighting to get a picture, because I had a look at this earlier, because I've seen some awful pictures of men and women where they've sent them, and I just think, one, do not put your face on it. Never, ever, ever put your face on it, because once your face is on it, that can be distributed anywhere. Two, oh God, don't be all hairy. Obviously, everyone's got a preference.
It's the 21st century, guys. I mean, come on. You know,
Yeah.
At least trim.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just like, I don't know what's going on, but people need to like help themselves, and they probably need a bit of advice in that department about what they need to do. But that doesn't give you the excuse to send a picture for them to come back and say, well, I think this is what you need to do. Thanks for the picture. Right, come on, Scott, because I'm flagging now at the end of this. Where are we going?
I mean, I'd like to talk a little bit more about women. I mean, I feel there's been a lot of emphasis on males sending pictures here.
Go on.
I mean, obviously, women do send them. I've had them received. I'll be eager to know what your views on this are, Beck, because you know I've received plenty of pictures from women half naked. I don't think I've ever received. In fact, I haven't ever received a picture of a fully naked woman.
Have you not?
No, never.
See, that actually surprises me.
No, I think I don't know. I mean, I'm just of the view of this is your body, guys. Like, it's your private body. So like kind of have a little bit of respect for yourself sometimes. And
yeah.
I think it's fine to be naughty, it's fine to be provocative, but some things are just meant for you and like your partner. But yeah, girls are just as bad as guys.
Oh, yeah,
don't get this twisted out there, people.
No.
Like, girls are just as bad as guys, if not probably worse.
Why are the worst?
I just think that girls tend to be a little bit more provocative, adventurous with them in a more sultry and sexy way than guys. Guys.
Do you think we've got more to show then?
Yeah.
As in we've got
yes.
the top half.
You've got 2 bits to show.
Yeah.
We have 1. And you girls use that very wisely.
We've been on that website looking how to take a good picture.
Well, I think you girls know that kind of what ticks guys' boxes. You know, guys generally like boobs and bums.
That's me out.
So you tend to take advantage of that, whereas guys, for some bizarre reason, think that women find those things attractive, and they are definitely not attractive.
No.
But yeah, why do you think girls send them as well?
Again, for the same reasons, they are gauging a response from a guy where they're at. So, for example, you get chatting. I can honestly say that I've never ever sent a fully naked picture, and if I have sent a picture in a bikini or underwear, it's always been after the guy has sent a picture, never first, never ever. So
do you think when people are sending these pictures to and from each other or just to one another,
yeah,
do you think generally, as a generalisation,
yeah,
that relationship is going to turn into something more, or do you think it's just purely sexual?
My impression, you want to know my opinion, I think it's purely sexual.
I agree.
Because if I was to send it to somebody, I wouldn't want a relationship with them. I wouldn't be thinking in the future, oh, this is what we're going to do, because I'd be thinking, I've sent them this picture, what do they think about me sending this picture?
Yes, exactly. And that's my thoughts when I receive a picture like that. It's kind of like, okay, do I want to pursue this with this person? Because I'm looking for a long-term thing with somebody. So
look at him selling himself now. He's like, this is what I'm looking for, a long-term relationship.
Definitely not selling it. I'm just being truthful.
If you're interested, follow me at Scott Simpson 1985 on Insta.
So I'm looking for a long-term thing, girls. No, but if somebody sent me that type of picture, it would be an instant sort of scratch-off long-term list. And one of those ones.
What about if you're bored though?
What I was just about to say, it's one of those that if you're lonely one Saturday night and you're thinking, oh, okay, you know, maybe I could get in touch with so-and-so for a cup of tea and biscuits, you know, that type of that type of thing. So you sort of put them in a box, and it's very difficult to get out of that box once you've done that step.
See, I think that's really sad that guys do that, because some girls do it because it seems like it's a norm rather than anything else, and they feel like, oh God, this is what I've got to do, and it's not. I don't think it's socially acceptable that is the case, that you think, I've got to send this guy naked pictures for him to like me. But I think because of society and social media and everything that's out there as it is, you look on Instagram and there's people in bikinis and stuff every single day with the bums out and everything else, and girls have got a lot to compete with, and it's really difficult. But yeah, my advice is just don't send them. Yeah. The only time I would send them is if I was in a relationship, to be honest. And
I agree. If you want something from that person that you're speaking to, then don't send it. Just have that little bit more respect for yourself. They're gonna maybe potentially see it in person, and there's nothing better and more of a turn on for a guy than to have to wait to see what you've got, rather than just it being sent in a picture. It's an instant sort of, right, okay, I've got her, I can get her, I know I can, rather than making it a chase for the guy, making him want you. You're just sort of giving him the keys to your lock.
So keep it locked, basically, that's
yes.
what we're saying. I think we have covered everything that I wanted to cover. We're going to have Scott on again, because I think he's been absolutely amazing. If you want to talk about any topic, DM me on Insta at Diary of a Dater, or DM Scott if you want to date at Scott Simpson 1985.
So informed.
He's a nice guy. And yeah, we'll see you very soon. See you later, guys.